What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin Svenson, and today we're going to be talking about the price of Bitcoin, and also we're going to be discussing some of the top altcoins. Most of my viewers know that I'm very focused on Bitcoin. That is pretty much the only asset that I discuss here on this channel. Recently, I've taken a little bit more interest in altcoins. There's a lot of movements taking place in the altcoin market right now. As Bitcoin's price has been rising recently, its dominance has actually been decreasing. We are currently seeing alts gain in dominance. Right now, Bitcoin's dominance is decreasing, alts are gaining dominance, which tells me that maybe it's time to look at some top altcoins. And before we get started, guys, the platform that you see me use in all of my videos is the Cryptowatch platform. It is my preferred platform for charting and trading. I have tutorials below that explains how you can use this platform and all of its cool features. Bitcoin on the daily chart is looking very, very bullish right now. We are trending above the price channel. We have multiple higher lows above our downward sloping price channel, and we are currently testing up to our previous macro high. So things are looking quite bullish right now. We are in a rising wedge pattern, and we've seen continued increases in demand for Bitcoin, right? We're seeing lows, higher lows, and a continuation up into this rising wedge pattern. So demand for crypto overall right now is very high. Before we get into the altcoin charts, I just want to mention that right now Bitcoin is actually entering this halving right now perfectly in the way that it always has in both previous halving cycles. If you just take a look at these two halving periods, I mean, very, very similar structure here, guys. Keep this in mind. We have one parabolic advance, two parabolic advances, and then we break the all-time high. One parabolic advance, two parabolic advances, and then we break the all-time high. Very systematic, right? The way that Bitcoin was built and the way that the mining rewards get cut in half during the halving periods creates a very systematic rise in price and a very systematic increase in demand. I don't think it's a coincidence that both of these halving cycles played out in the way that they did. I think there's a reason for that. And right now, Bitcoin is looking to do something quite similar. You know, we've only had one bounce out of our bear market, right? And in both previous halving cycles, you know, that first bounce is always a great time to be buying Bitcoin. It's always a great time to be accumulating at these levels. Right now, I don't think it's any different. I think right now is a great time to be getting involved in crypto. And what I'm looking out for right now is for our second parabolic advance to test the highs, come back, meet that trend line, consolidate, and break the all-time highs. For all of you that are looking at this from a long-term perspective, I do think the opportunity has arrived to get involved in the crypto market. This channel is mostly focused on Bitcoin. That is the asset that I've invested in the most. But recently, I've taken a little bit more interest in altcoins. I'm slowly accumulating altcoins. In my Patreon, I'm building a small altcoin portfolio that my patrons can keep track of. Basically, what I want to do is I want to invest $10,000 into various altcoins and then see the performance of that portfolio going into the next bull cycle. I have already begun that slow accumulation process. I'm slowly building that portfolio up over time. So if you have any interest, definitely check it out. We are still ways away from the all-time high. You know, from the way that I'm projecting this, just following this upward sloping trend line, it seems like by the end of the year, we should be looking to break the all-time high, right? So, you know, it's not a rush necessarily, but I would say definitely get prepared now. Let's hop into some altcoin charts. So right now, Ethereum is looking pretty interesting. We have some large-scale bullish market structure. We have a nice higher low here, and we are continuing this rally up, and we are, you know, breaking above the 21-week EMA. This moving average was very significant in the bull market. This was really a support indicator. If you were buying along the 21-week EMA, you know, in this area here, I mean, you made some really great gains on the next run to the upside. And on the contrary, in the bear market, when you fell below the 21-week EMA, this is when your bear market began. And recently, we trended above it for a bit, broke back below it, and we're trending above it again. So the price is beginning to trend above the 21-week EMA, and this historically is a very bullish sign for Ethereum. If crypto is truly going to be entering a bull market in the coming year, 2 years, well, in my opinion, then anywhere in this range is a good place to accumulate before before the bull market, right? So in my opinion, for Ethereum, accumulating anywhere below $378 is a great area to buy, because if we are truly entering a bull market, then very likely we are going to, you know, this is just the beginning. This is just the initial accumulation area before, you know, potentially a much longer term bull market, right? So this area, guys, below $380 or so, is a great area to accumulate. Also, Litecoin, same thing, very same deal as Ethereum right now. This major resistance here in between $100 and $144 for Litecoin. Again, guys, same thing here. We're breaking above the 21-week EMA, which historically was a very key indicator for Litecoin to hold above. And we're breaking above that now. Again, we held below it in the bear market, and we broke above it, came back below it, now we're breaking above it again. Same deal as Ethereum. Anything below this resistance right here, in my opinion, for Litecoin is also a great accumulation area. If you're looking to accumulate, as long as we're seeing higher lows on the weekly chart up until when we have a true breakout, again, this area right here is it going to be a strong accumulation zone most likely. If we are truly entering a bull market, accumulating below $100 is an incredible opportunity for Litecoin. Keep your eye on the long term, guys. Also, Bitcoin Cash right now is actually one of the coins that is closest to a breakout. If you look at Litecoin here, it's going to take some time for us to have a true breakout above our highs. I mean, Litecoin is what, like 100%, 80% away from the high point. If you look at Ethereum here, Ethereum is 60 to 70% away from its previous macro high, and Bitcoin Cash is only about 30% away from its high. So Bitcoin Cash is one of the closest assets to getting a breakout right now. So if we see continued upside for altcoins and Bitcoin, then of course Bitcoin Cash could actually have a break above resistance, which could incite some pretty bullish movements for this asset. Anything below this area for Bitcoin Cash is a great area to accumulate as well, right? Anything below $500 to $600 is a great area to accumulate Bitcoin Cash. One of my favorite cryptos is Chainlink, and Chainlink is seeing some really interesting action right now. On the daily chart, things are looking pretty good. I mean, we're bouncing up to our upward sloping resistance here, coming up to $3, just below $3.40. So if Chainlink can break above this resistance here, we've had steady sellers along this resistance line. If Chainlink can break above $3.50 basically, then we could be seeing a move up to our highs again. And if we break above $3.50 or so, then it's possible that Chainlink would be once again looking to retest the all-time high and eventually potentially looking for a continued blue sky breakout, meaning that we have no previous resistance above us. If we can get above $4.58, we have no resistance above the previous high, which means it's a blue sky breakout, which means that's price discovery, right? The Chainlink will be going through price discovery. The gains can be pretty immense in environments like that. From the way that I'm analyzing the chart, it could potentially take up to another year before we actually break above the all-time high for Bitcoin. But in between then, we're most likely going to have one major parabolic advance, one major pullback, and then a consolidation before a breakout, if we are going to do what we've done in all the other cycles, right? So I'm slowly accumulating altcoins. I'm taking it slow. I'm not rushing it right now. In Patreon, what I'm planning on doing is building a portfolio up to $10,000, basically taking 10,000 US dollars, investing it into various altcoins, seeing the performance of that portfolio, something that you guys can keep track of in the Patreon. So if you guys have any interest in that, definitely join the Patreon, support the channel. So if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also, sign up for the CryptoWatch platform. That is the platform that you see me use in all my videos. Especially if you're an active trader, the CryptoWatch platform is great because you don't have to log into exchanges constantly and switch between websites and switch between platforms. You can actually trade directly off your price charts. So definitely check out all the links below, and I will see you guys in the next video.